Hi guys. I missed you too, Deb. Did y'all miss me? I was out of pocket for a week. Hey Heidi, good morning. I'm back. Your girl's back. We're back. We're gonna get the tea on this week for sure. All right, but let me jump into it, you guys, because let's get started. All right, so welcome everyone who's new. Welcome back everyone who's returning. My name is Jack, the Holistic Siren, and today we are gonna do the week ahead reading, what you can expect, and a little pep talk from your spirit guides. All right. I was out of pocket last week. I took a trip to the Blue Ridge Mountains in North Carolina, which is like about 4 hours from where I live. And I lived in a converted school bus, AKA a schoolie, for a full week. So I traded 3,200 square feet of my house for 250 square feet in a converted school bus with my 2 dogs, both of which are 50 plus pounds. And it was awesome. It was awesome. I took some time to disconnect. I hiked every day. I did about like 7 miles a day. I really limited my time on social media, on my laptop. I did like just what I needed to do for work and my current clients. And it was great. It was awesome. I highly encourage you guys to do that. Big time. All right. But anyway, how was everyone's weekend? Let me know in the comments. All right. Now, just a few little reminders. If you're watching this on TikTok Live, we do have a 20K like goal every single time I go live. So please tap the screen to like the live so we hit our collective goal. If you're watching this on YouTube as replay, please hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. Just so you're notified every time I post a reading, excuse me. If you want to learn how to work with me, the link is in my TikTok bio. I have one-on-one sessions, tarot, and just one-on-one readings, as well as monthly programs that you guys can check out. I also have a couple classes going on. Alrighty. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can learn how to work with me. The link is in the description box. Alright, so if you are ready for the week ahead reading, pep talk with your spirit guides, regardless of where you're watching this, comment ready. Comment ready. Tell me what you want, I'll give you what you need. Yeah, Diane, oh my God, I'm so sorry. A house fire, my God. Hey, Lori, oh, thank you. I'm glowing because I literally just did like an hour walk with my 2 dogs in 90-degree heat with a rucksack. I had a 40-pound rucksack on me. And was like walking hills and stuff. So I appreciate the compliment, but I'm glowing because I was sweating. Full transparency here, y'all. But anyway, let's see. God's First Universe, Divine Creative All Things. Let me grab my pendulum. What is the energy of the week ahead? Rebel. Or rebel, however you want to pronounce it. All right. So this is my archetype oracle deck. Alrighty, so this card says challenges authority to affect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve your inner needs. Okay, oh shit. Oh Deb, stop, you definitely do. Stop it. I love you guys. Anyway, so there is a shadow aspect to this card. So the archetype deck or card is kind of like the overarching theme of the week, okay? So the shadow aspect is rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. Okay, so what I'm kind of feeling is like, listen, we're in Virgo season now. And Virgo is all about not all about, represents self-worth, represents the or is represented by the theme of the virgin, or the archetype of the virgin, right? So, and Virgo also rules the 6th house. So it's almost like, where are you guys feeling a refresh in your life? Where do you feel, what do you feel is blocking your authenticity? What behaviors, what habits, what people, what jobs? Like what is not in alignment and what is? You get what I'm saying? So I feel like this Mercury retrograde probably has been really rough. Hey, Kim. This Mercury retrograde has probably been really rough for a lot of you guys. The full moon was really rough for a lot of people. And last week and weekend was very emotional. I know this weekend, it wasn't emotional for me, but I did notice that like I was a little moody. I got triggered more easily than I normally do, like with anxiety. Yeah, that full moon hit a lot of people. Like I was checking in with all my one-on-one clients, like, are you guys okay? Some of my one-on-one clients are in here and they can attest to that. But yeah, it's like that. Listen, Aquarius represented by the star, like you guys are coming into your purpose, you're coming into your authenticity, and that can be a very tumultuous experience, right? It's a very tumultuous experience because the universe is rocking your comfort zone world, right? The universe is trying to rock you out of your comfort zone. And listen, I traveled, which I don't recommend, but I was fine. I traveled to the schoolie, the converted school bus I stayed in on the full moon, the day of the full moon. I traveled there to the Blue Ridge Mountains, and I had a lot of really big epiphanies. Like I had a really big realization, like, you know, like my house is awesome and I love it and I'm super grateful, but I want to live a different type of lifestyle. Like you guys, living in the converted school bus, it really taught me that I can live with less, and I actually like it. It's less pressure. There's less to think about. It's just a simpler way of life. And I made the decision that I am going to live van life in 2025. So I am giving up my house when my lease is up, because I rent this house. When my lease is up, which is in February of next year, and Joe and I, my husband and I, are going to live van life for an entire year, all of 2025. So it's a big life change, but that full moon really gave me a lot of perspective, and I think I'm going to be a lot happier for it. Not to say I have two dogs. Yeah, so that was a big decision, and had a lot of epiphanies about my relationship and my marriage, not in a bad way, just like how we communicate, like what our dynamic is like, you know, are we on the same page about certain things? Thank you guys. I'm really excited about it. Yeah, Bella, Joe had a dog, I had a dog, that's two dogs. Yeah, so it's gonna be like a tiny house, but we're thinking like an RV, like a new RV, or like a used but new RV. But anyway, I don't want it, this live isn't about that, or readings about that. But anyway, my point is all of last week gave a lot of perspective. It gave a lot of emotions. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys had, I feel like you guys may have had like maybe some flare-ups like with your physical health, like if you guys have any like inflammation or anything. I actually noticed, because I integrated a lot of lessons, I had some flare-ups with like my gut health. I have struggled with my gut health in the past. But then like once I just relaxed and I like integrated the lesson, everything really went away. And I feel great now physically. So let me know what you were experiencing last week. But anyway, I feel like the full moon last week really, and this Mercury retrograde has really been showing you like, okay, like this is what I really believe. This is what I know to be right and in alignment for me. And I know people may not agree with it, and it may be like out of pocket. It may be, you know, different, but it's okay because it's what I know I need to do for myself, or what I need for myself. Okay. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have Scribe, which says preserving knowledge and information. All right. And then the shadow aspect of that is altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. So this is giving me a vibe. I'm not going to take it literally. What I want to say is preserving knowledge and information with rebel is writing a new story, writing your new narrative, writing your authentic narrative, not the narrative of your life that you were taught that you need to live. And then the shadow side, altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. Don't live life how other people told you to live it, right? Like my dad thinks I'm nuts. He thinks I'm fucking nuts for wanting to live van life. Like, you know, like a lot of my family think I'm crazy. Like my friends are like, Jack, are you sure? Like it's a big change. I'm like, yeah, but everything is so, the energy and the theme is everything is so fluid. Everything is always moving and changing, right? Nothing is permanent. So my thought process, which was difficult for me because I used to be a very rigid thinker, my thought process is, okay, well, this is what I feel called to do for this amount of time. If I want to back out of it and like rent a house or buy a house, I can go do that, right? Like, let's say I'm 6 months into van life and I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm good. I got what I needed out of the experience, or I just fucking hate it. You know, because I'm not going to know unless I try. Joe and I can always be like, okay, well, we're going to go rent a house or we'll go buy a house. You know what I mean? Like, we have that flexibility. So, but even if you don't have that type of flexibility, it doesn't matter. The theme is don't be so rigid. Like, if you make a decision, it's not like that's the be all end all, right? You can always shift and change directions, right? You're in the driver's seat, not anybody else. And I kind of feel like that's the vibe of this weekend. All right, but anyway, Tabitha, the thing about it is that if you decide you don't want to do it anymore, you can always get it. Yes, exactly. Good. Okay, let me know if this is resonating so far, guys. I haven't even touched the tarot yet, so, and y'all know it gets real with the tarot. Some of you, notice how I'm not playing like Stevie Nicks or anything like that. I'm playing a healing frequency with a pan drum. Some of you, confirmation, get into sound healing, or get into like frequency therapy, just some sort of like healing therapy with sound. And then some of you need to get back on track with like drinking like a certain amount of water. Like I feel like you guys have a target of water. Also, it's you need to get back on track or start like drinking electrolytes. So spirit's coming through for a lot of you guys. If some of you have had a goal of cutting caffeine out, because I forgot to put my coffee cup in my sink, and spirit is like, hey, we made you do that for a reason. Cut out the caffeine. It's going to help reduce your anxiety. That's for some of you guys. Some of you may want to get into like reishi or mushroom coffee. Maybe chicory root coffee. It's not really coffee, clearly, but I'm just calling it that. Yeah, those are just some reminders. All right, but let's see what the overall energy is. Look at that. Was I not just talking about anxiety? And then we got 9 of Swords. Get out of your head. The Magician. And the 9 of Wands. So we have 9, 9. All right, 9s are pretty relevant. 9 is the number of the light worker. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. All right, so Knight of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So very stable. All right, very grounded. So maybe getting back into a grounding routine would be helpful for you guys. If you're a one-on-one client of mine, you know that grounding is a non-negotiable self-care technique that I have you do every single day, whether it's in the morning or at nighttime. So some of you need to get back into a grounding technique. I'm being able to like look at the mountains, maybe like go hiking more, get outside more, walk more. Like no technology though. Maybe get back into horseback riding because there's a horse on this card. Maybe get back into gardening, connecting with flowers, plants, herbalism, homeopathy, something along those lines. Okay. I kind of like, because the simple solution sometimes is the right solution, right? I've said this a lot. So I kind of feel like if you guys are struggling with anxiety, it's not because there's something to be worried about. It's because there's something where you're being inconsistent with a technique or strategy that balances you out, that grounds you, okay? I feel like too, like, choose one type of like technique or strategy, whether this is healing or not, and go with that. It's like choose one thing, one direction, and stay consistent with that. I feel like you guys are giving yourself way too many options, and you're like, oh my God, like I have to remember to do this one and that one and this one and that one, or your to-do list is way too long. Oh my gosh, I gotta do this and that, da, 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 da. And there's like too much like differentiation, right? There's too much, like it's almost like your energy is very scattered, like whether it's in your business or in your relationship, in your home life, or your healing journey, or whatever it is. You're like getting all these ideas, but it's like they're great ideas, but it's almost like you think you need to implement them at the same time, do something at the same time, or you're trying to multitask. And this isn't spiritual, this is research. Like research has showed multitasking does not work. It is not helpful in getting things done faster. Focusing on one task at a time and batching tasks is much more effective, okay? So I feel like you guys are also too, the energy this week is you have the resources you need to finish the job, okay? So what I mean by that is the Magician in the center of the spread, all right, is a card of creativity. It's a card of having all the resources you need, the intellect or the knowledge, the financial resources, or like the physical energy. It could be physical energy. You have the emotional maturity, the intuition, and what's the last one? The passion. There we go. And the passion to get something done. This is something you've already started because we're already in the 9s, right? So if you need help getting like clarity on a direction or being held accountable on a direction, maybe that's the last step you need to do, right? That rather than trying to figure things out on your own. I feel like some of you have the resources or you have the time to get the support you need, the accountability you need, or you just need to choose one direction and go with it. 9 of Wands, again, something on that you've already started. All right, 9 of Wands is a card of burnout, guys. So like what maybe the missing resource is you don't have a consistent strategy to like calm yourself down, to ground yourself, to reduce anxiety. And you need to get one. Also, there's a dream that's meant to manifest, but you guys keep telling yourself that it's not meant to. I feel like the vibe I'm getting is I see you guys like racking your brain. Like it's almost like a cognitive dissonance. The 5 of Swords isn't here, but this is more aggravated than that. Like it's like maybe you've tried for so long to make something happen, or you've had this dream of like, this is the type of life I want, Magician, okay? But I'm getting really frustrated, I'm getting really annoyed. Every time I think about manifesting this life, I get anxious. 9 of Wands, but the thing is, you're a lot farther along than you think. You're a lot closer than you think. 9 of Wands is not just a card of burnout. It's a card of like being very close to the finish line. Maybe you wouldn't be so anxious if maybe you acknowledge what you've manifested so far. You know what I mean? Like acknowledging your accomplishments. 9 likes. Kim, thank you for calling it out. All right. So let's see what your potential challenges may be. Now, this is potential, doesn't mean it's going to happen. 44, again, consistency. 2 of Swords, 2 of Wands, 2, 4 of Pentacles, then we have 4. So we have 9, and then 2, and then 4. Can't make this shit up. So what I like about this challenge is it's minor. And then 4 of Wands. Oh my God, are you kidding me? 2, 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay, guys, come on. Anyway, so 2 of Swords, 2 of Wands. This is like knowing you need to make a decision, knowing you need to choose a direction, being at a crossroads, but it's like you guys are struggling to make a plan or take action on a plan or taking steps because it's out of your comfort zone. 4 of Wands, and you don't think you either feel like you're not supported, it won't be successful, or I feel like maybe you've lost your passion for it in some way. It's not that you've lost your passion for it. It's that the anxiety, the overthinking, the over worrying has taken over. And it's kind of like you're talking yourself out of doing something before you actually even really do it or give it a shot. So this is the challenge is, to overcome it, sit down, choose one direction, not a million, okay? Make a plan and step out of your comfort zone. Also, I feel like the challenge is you guys don't see like a result. Maybe you don't see the money. Maybe you don't see the physical support. Maybe you don't see the way forward, again, because of the anxiety, and that's why you're holding back. But the thing is, you're the only one holding you back from success. So what have you guys been holding back from? What are you guys not making a decision on? Where are you not choosing a direction? Or do you just not know the way forward? Because Four of Pentacles too, it's like you need to do something or like connect with something or someone. Four of Pentacles, maybe invest a little bit and you're not. And then you're just sitting there like, I don't know the way forward. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to make a plan, or I don't know like what action steps to take. But like I have the resources to invest in like a class, a course, a mentor, a coach, or I have like the ability to invest like time, energy, money in figuring it out, but I'm not doing it. So it's not that you don't have the ability to do it. The question I would ask yourself is, why are you choosing to not give yourself the opportunity to succeed? That's a big one. I feel like that's the journal prompt for the week. Why do you feel you are not giving yourself the opportunity to succeed? Only you can answer that. All right, so let's see the guidance from your spirit guides. The star, I said this like in the beginning of the reading before I pulled tarot. That's Aquarius energy. So just so you know, we do have Mercury here with the Magician, so Gemini, Virgo, and then Aquarius. The star, as far as guidance goes, is the worst is past you, okay? You went through the tower moments. You went through the challenges, like major challenges. Now it's all uphill, so make a wish or say positive affirmations. Again, focus on or prioritize your healing journey or what you find healing. This is balance between mind and heart, the emotional body or the astral body and the physical body. All right, but I'm going to clarify a little bit. The star is also like, maybe you've been shown what your purpose is. Maybe you've been shown what you need to create. Maybe you've been shown how you're meant to be of service, right? So now it's time to like move toward that. Strength. Ooh, Leo. King of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Hermit, Virgo. We're in Virgo season. Okay, this may be centered around your spirituality. Could be around your health. Another 9. So now we have triple nines, 999, 4422, 444, 88. Wow. What I'm hearing is, what if you just allowed it to come to you? This is giving me the vibe of like, stop thinking of more that you need to do to like force something to happen faster. This is like, take pride in the journey. You can't move forward into the next step if you haven't integrated the lesson from the challenge that came before it. Okay, let me say that again. You can't move on to the next step if you have not integrated the lesson that came from the challenge before it. Do you guys get what I'm saying? So this is like rather than letting yourself get really frustrated and angry and whatever that things aren't happening fast, it's because your spirit guides are like, okay, well, you just went through something major. Look how fucking strong you are. How strong are you? You know what I mean? Like, this is like King of Cups. Could be as simple as taking a step back, going by a lake, river, ocean, connecting with water, getting a fucking bath maybe, and just think about all the challenges, all the crap the universe has put you through, right? And how strong you've become. Because if you take that time to do that, let me tell you something. This anxiety right here ain't gonna mean shit. You're gonna prove to your brain, to your subconscious, to that wounded inner child, you know what? I've done a lot in my life. I've accomplished a lot. I've overcome a lot. I've healed through some major shit. I'm pretty fucking amazing. So the thing is, like, whatever, because I talk about aligning with abundance a lot, right? So, or aligning with what's meant for you. Sometimes it's as simple as acknowledging how strong you are, so you believe that you're deserving of what you're trying to align with. Is this making sense? Comment yes or no. And this message couldn't come in fast enough because last week was a doozy. But I'm going to clarify a little bit because we got two major arcanas. What's the star, please? King of Wands. Yeah. Guys, all your healing has shown you your way forward, the direction forward, how you're meant to be of service, how you are strong enough to be the leader of your life or take a leadership position. Now you can apply that in whatever way you want to apply it. Okay, some of you, you're strong, you're meant to start a healing business, or you're meant to use your gifts in like to help others. Some of you, you're ready to step up to the plate. Like, you have the compassion, you have the knowledge, you have the experience to step into a leadership position in your job, okay? Like leveling up. This could even be like leveling up into like developing your gifts or discovering what your healing abilities are. Let me know what message is resonating the most for you, right? King of Wands is Leo energy, so we have double Leo here. You have the strength to be your authentic self and move through life that way, right? So basing your actions on the healed version of you, not the wounded inner child version of you. I swear, like, Spirit's been coming through with like me doing like an inner child healing class for like the longest time. If you guys would find that helpful, comment inner child. Anyway, so strength and Four of Swords. Okay, so we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, what if you did things a different way? What if like the real work is the healing work, right? So have you guys just been like spinning your wheels and not been giving yourself time to rest, right? Like if last week was hard, like really hard emotionally and very challenging, what I would ask you is, do you feel you're deserving of taking a break? Because some of you need to gain your strength back. Like maybe you integrated a lot of harsh lessons last week, right? Like what feels like, what strategies help you decompress? What strategies help you relax and rest? I talk a lot about this with my clients who've been through a lot of trauma. If you guys struggle with anxiety or calming yourself down, like for some of you, I kind of get the vibe of like, if you try to relax, or you try to listen to a meditation or any relaxing or healing strategy, I feel like some of you, like your body fights you on it. Like, maybe the anxiety gets worse. Yeah, Deb, that's exactly where I'm going. So let me know if that resonates for you guys. Like, do you ever notice sometimes when life is crazy or you're trying to relax or like use like, you know, taking a bath or going by water, taking a walk, listening to healing music, do you feel like your body kind of fights you on it a little bit? Okay, anyway, if it does, that is just telling me your subconscious doesn't believe you're in a safe environment, okay? When things are calm in your environment or quiet in your environment, or you're trying to calm the environment around you down, right? Like they're playing the healing, like for example, playing the healing frequencies, right, that I'm doing now. Your subconscious is going to trigger a biological or physiological response because to your body, chaos is normal. So what does chaos translate to inside your body? Cortisol production, okay? Anxiety, heart palpitations, racing thoughts, right? So you're trying to teach your body that calm is normal, and your body's like, fuck you, chaos is normal, I'm gonna fight you on this, right? So you have to learn strategies to tell the body or to engage the body in the part of your nervous system that calms you down, okay? So this is making sense, you guys? So here's a very simple strategy that does barely cost you anything, or if anything, maybe $0. Put an ice pack around your neck, okay? You can get one on Amazon for like $15 or $20, or you can just put ice in a Ziploc bag and make sure you double it up and then put it on the back of your neck, all right? Why? Because you're engaging your vagus nerve, okay? Your vagus nerve is connected to your parasympathetic nervous system. Your parasympathetic nervous system is what calms your body down, okay? Your sympathetic nervous system is what controls your fight or flight, okay? They're parallel branches of your nervous system. They can't both be active at the same time. So why is this important? So for example, if you're telling your body by putting the ice pack on the back of your neck where your vagus nerve comes at the base of your brain, comes out of the base of your brain, your body has to listen to you, okay? So you're engaging your parasympathetic nervous system, so your sympathetic nervous system, that fight or flight response, can't stay active. It is biologically impossible, okay? So when you feel like your body is fighting you, when you're trying to relax, ice pack, okay? I guarantee you it will work. I use it for myself. I've told you guys before, I have CPTSD, complex PTSD. My body, not as much anymore, but it used to fight me constantly when I would do deep breathing exercises, when I would listen to healing frequencies, when I would try to journal. You know, like if you guys get anxious with journaling or you get like racing thoughts, especially if you're doing like trauma journaling, I highly suggest putting an ice pack around your neck. It will help you. If you don't have an ice pack for some reason, you can also engage your vagus nerve by rubbing your earlobes, okay, putting slight pressure and going in circular motions. Or you can take your pinky fingers and you can put it right, let me show you guys. So this part of your ear right here, okay, right there, you're gonna put both your fingers in there and you're gonna gently rotate your fingers with slight pressure, okay? And I feel it right now, honestly. It acts so quickly, so quickly, okay? And what's the key in all of this? Consistency. But it should work pretty quickly. This isn't something that's like, you know, taking a supplement and it takes like weeks to work. This should work pretty fast. Exactly why I couldn't do school. Yeah. All right, so that's kind of like the vibe I'm getting here. It's not that, okay, another message coming through is that some of you think you're not meant to do something, you're not destined to do something. You are, but it's your brain, your subconscious, your wounded inner child telling you that you're not meant to do it. You get me? You wouldn't be inspired to do something or to be something or to become something if you were not meant to, right? But yeah, there are some hurdles that come along with it, all right? And then yeah, 5 of Cups. Guys, this is all like pent up grief, deep-seated emotion, sadness, something that needs to be faced. I don't know if someone told you you couldn't do something or someone just like fucked up your self-confidence, your self-worth when you were younger. But this spread is like the vibe of like, do it anyway. Do it anyway. All right, oh shit. Speaking of which, I have therapy in 5 minutes, so I need to finish this reading up really quickly. But let me know how this reading is resonating for you guys. Are you finding it helpful? Let me know. Connection, forget me not. Oh shit. Communication and action. All right, we've got 3 cards, so let me get through this. Another 9. Oh my God, I can't make this shit up. I cannot make this shit up. right, here we go. So forget me not. Friendships that are long lasting as well as love are all indicated with the energy forget me not. This flower will prompt you to have a more tranquil and focused mentality and assist in study, exams, and learning situations where recall is vital. You may find yourself with old friends or lovers or mending old bonds. Okay, so the challenge of this card is a lack of self-confidence, and this needs to be quickly rectified. A departure from the connections that enriched a life spiritually or emotionally is something to watch out for, as it can be reversed easily, right? And then we have communication, which is card number 6. There's something about June. Something happened in June that Spirit is calling out to you guys. Anyway, communication. Empowerment through clear communication and productive discussions is indicated, and you are reminded to speak up as you will find a positive outcome. A change in lifestyle or travel appears to be on offer, as are new friends and new pathways to beneficial groups and communities. Inventiveness, a chance to employ skills that may have not been used for a while or to their full effect. Healing and connection with the work of physical healers, especially those who are working in new ways. Okay. And then action, card number 1. So this plant works by, it's the Venus flytrap. This plant works by luring and retaining good energy that comes your way and will assist you to use these powers to boost your planned actions. It is also a protective plant, as it scares off negative energy. If you want to attract love, and this may seem a little strange, but a Venus flytrap really is a pretty good ally. Meaning you can, this is like a vibe of like you catch more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. It's kind of like the vibe. So the challenge of this is don't take on more than you can handle, which I said during the reading, and be careful of possible deception. Your word may be asked for, and you should be careful about what you promise now, as it may prove to be difficult to fulfill. Be sure before jumping in. Okay, so it's almost like there's gonna be some sort of like communication. Are you connecting with like a new group, a new job, a new person, whatever? And action is gonna be required, or maybe you're connecting with how you're meant to communicate in like a new project or what you're meant to communicate. Just make sure that's why the plan is so important here. You got to choose your actions wisely, choose the direction, and not overwhelm yourself, because I feel like that's a pattern that you guys have had in the past.